Hey, it's Joseph McGuire here again. I don't know about you, but I've had plenty of experience of meeting skeptics. When I tell people what I do, that I read faces and body language, I've had quite varied reactions over the years. And one of my favorite experiences is arranging to meet a guy for coffee. We had met at a networking event, but hadn't really had an opportunity to have a proper conversation. So he arrived before I did. I came along, sat down opposite him, and when I told him what I did, he sat back in the chair, folded his arms, looked at me and said, "Yeah, right." So to me, that's an ideal opening. I asked him to take out his phone, show me a photo on his phone of somebody I couldn't possibly know, somebody he knew well, and I'd tell him about the person. So I did. And he told me that was one of the most difficult clients he'd worked with in a long time. Then he was curious, so he showed me another photo. This time he said it was his business partner. So I told him about her. And then we could have a real conversation because he acknowledged I'd got it right. And that led to his business partner contacting me, asking me for a profile of somebody. And that led to further business with the company. So why am I telling you this? Because when you hear that I read faces, it can sound like party trick. It can sound woo-woo, is the term I've heard frequently. But really, there's a purpose behind it. When we meet anybody, we see a face, we tell ourselves a story about the face. But what I'm working with is a 3,000-year-old tradition, plus a lot of skills I've learned from working with former FBI trainers as well. And it's about reading the person behind the face. So you get to know the personality, the character, the stress triggers, the stress responses, how they communicate, how they process information, how they then communicate externally, who's likely to be a team player or an individualist, who's stubborn, who's more creative, who's a listener, and so much more. So whether you're looking for information on candidates for interviews for senior roles, you're in a negotiation and you need to know who's the real person behind the carefully crafted image, all the titles, the qualifications, or if you're dealing with advanced sales. And again, you need to know how to get your message across, but also how to understand what your client really needs, really wants, really intends. DM me. Be delighted to have a chat and demonstrate what a face reveals and so much more. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Thank you.